And like I say too, sometimes some of the people I ended up having working for me, like they were people I captured, or they were people that they're pirates. They stole from me. Arr, matey. Survival of the fittest, and eventually, and then like my Irish people would be like White Star Lines, like the world just closed in on us. It's like, yeah. So anyway, yeah, you were stealing my cargo. Like there were a couple of people where it's like they would be stealing my. Some of the people were like pirates, and like I would capture them and put them in jail, and it's like, so, all right, you want to work for me or not? Because sometimes some of the people would actually like petition on their behalf or whatever and be like, well, he's a good enough sailor, or something like that, and where I mean, people would say I was the second chance person. I always gave someone a second chance. It's like, all right, well, you didn't know what was going on, and now you do, maybe. So, you want a job. Anyway, and like I say, I always gave people a second chance because it's like, well, the first time I just caught you and you were doing something bad, and now maybe you can stop. And so, a lot of people I gave chances to. Some people I gave third chances to, and some people I was just like, yeah, I love you anyway. You're a good man, even if you don't want to admit it yourself. Because there were a lot of people that they were like, I'm a pirate, I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm like, you're too honest. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, some people even said you don't want me. You don't want me working for you. And it's like, why is that? And stuff like that. There was, it was different back then. I was a different person back then too, a little bit. But anyway, though, there were a lot of these people. And a lot of it was media intermediaries. I'd be told about them. I'd talk to them, and stuff like that. I mean, a lot changes, over the years. And like I say, eventually they would all get, I don't know, religion, and some of them wouldn't really, I don't know, it just was weird. It was really weird. Like a lot of them would just change, and they would turn into great men, which is kind of weird. Like they would start out just being normal, and then you give them some money, you give them a real ship, you give them real clothes, you know, they get houses, they get money, and then they become, the next thing you know, they're like leading armies. And it's like, I thought you were a pirate. Like some of them I would smile and I would laugh because it's like, I thought you were a pirate. I thought you were a scoundrel. What are you doing rescuing these people? Or what are you doing saving these people? Anyway, it was kind of weird. Like sometimes I was happily amazed and happily impressed at them because it was like I thought you were a pirate and a low down scoundrel, womanizing fool. What are you doing living a good life? So I mean, sometimes they changed and they became like pillars of men and heroes, and it's like you had to go and become a hero on me, eh? So sometimes like it was like that. And I mean, like I said, 9 times out of 10, or like 8 times out of 10, or 6 times out of 10, once they got into a new ship and they got a real crew, and they were like, they saw how they were feeding people, and people loved them, and they became heroes. Being a hero around me was pretty easy though. You'd have a brand new ship, you'd have guards, people would look up to you. I mean, it was kind of weird, like I say. I mean, well, I mean, I'm the creator, so I had an effect on people. It was the money, it was the inventions, it was all the ships, it was all the towns. We were growing together. More ships were being built every day. Before me, like there wasn't that much shipping. There were little boats that went out in the water. And the ship and the oceans were regarded as more or less places. Like I said, I had ships going across the oceans before people even knew it. I just had people that could just read the stars and just know where they were, or whatever. And then later on we actually applied science to it. Anyway, a lot of things happened. You know, and then the first clocks and everything else like that, and then we were crossing the water on a regular basis. And I had all these people. And I have all these other annoying people going, it's like you weren't there. You're stupid. How old are you? All these annoying people are like, It's like, you weren't there. Like, those were my decisions. Those were their decisions. You know, sometimes we got ambushed. Sometimes I captured them. Sometimes they captured my cargo, and I had to pay them to get my cargo back or my ship or my crew back. You know, and then later on, they knew me as a good, honest person or a good, honorable person. You know, it's like, well, no hard feelings. It's only money. I don't really care. Like I say, that's another thing is that a lot of times I could just like, all right, just pay them. Fine. I want my crew back. And they're like, you're lucky day, dude. We're free. You know, it's like, case, money, here's some guns. Like sometimes I was like, okay, fine, here's some guns. 140 guns, whatever. Like, just fine. Give me back my crew. You know, like I say, that's why people don't understand. You know, I was the reality. You know, I was the one to beat. I was the epic Lucifer Star. So, like, sometimes they would kidnap my crew and I'd have to give them guns or have to give them gold or something like that. But I'd get my crew back. So, like, okay, try not to get captured again. That cost me a lot of money. Oh well. Guess I'm going to be poorer. Actually, sometimes I'd be like, I guess you're going to work harder for me, aren't you? You know, so like, you know what I mean? I mean, people felt secure with me. People felt safe with me. You know, I'd pay the ransoms. I would get the people back. You know, I mean, how do you think all this happened? What do you think? We woke up one day and suddenly we were epic Germany, epic America. No. It was a long, 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 long road of like people making decisions, people making the wrong decisions, people making the right decisions, people suddenly just going, I'm a hero! Wah! Didn't he have the death sentence a little while ago? You know? It's like, that's weird. You know, I mean, it was like that too. Like sometimes these people that you think are pirates and smugglers, like they fall in love or they get children, and all of a sudden, the next thing you know, they're like, for the children! I'm like, okay. You know, it's like, I thought you didn't have any attachments, and all of a sudden you're going in and you're saving these children and pulling them out and saving the town. Like sometimes some of these people were like, you know, they saved towns. You know, they like held off invasions and like were like you didn't know them. You don't know them. Like sometimes they reported. Sometimes it's like, okay, you're dead because yeah, all right, because like I said, that shipment of ammunition was going someplace. We stopped it. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen anymore because like they were killing people or something bad was happening with it. So like, or you know, something. I forget the details of it. Like you'd have to talk to what's his name. Anyway, and like the black people were trying to take over. Like there's this black guy in charge of France or something like that. You know, there's all these world events and all these choices other people were making. You know, and I was basically just Lucifer Star, mining and shipping. How may I help you? You know, and basically I was playing like I was playing low key. You know, I've always been playing low key. Like I didn't think that I really needed to go like, I am Lucifer Star. You know, I didn't think I needed to do that. I was like, mining and shipping. You know, just like all low key. And so, and then later on, eventually, like people would always find out about me. You know, they would start to hear the whispers or they'd be like, we've heard the rumors. Like, what rumors? Well, you got us a brand new ship in like 6 months. It's like, oh, that. Yeah. Well, I said I would get you one, didn't I? So, twin screws, right? You like it, don't you? Anyway, yeah. I was that guy. So, I mean, I was the guy that you heard of, but no one ever met or saw. So, anyway, yeah. I mean, Lucifer Star. So anyway, yeah, I mean, Anyway, though, I mean, I forget all the details and all the conversations, but yeah.